You're going to get to spend some time with in my eBay office and in my kitchen. You're going to see me clean it up and pull it together for a Friday and a Saturday. And today I am going to be going to my eBay building behind my house. I have a lot of cleaning to do. I need to really clean it up. My eBay has kind of gone downhill the past month because my life has just been tremendous. So I'm going back out there and I'm going to clean that building up. And I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to give you a little bit outside of my kitchen. We are in my eBay building and it is a disaster. I am normally never this disorganized. We moved a lot of my sister-in-law's things out to the building that she doesn't use anymore. And I just left them in the floor because there was so much. And I've just left it for a month. Seems like everything has gone downhill out here. I'm going to get my eBay business back organized. I've had it for 10 years and I've never in all that time let it go like I have. To be a top rated seller, you have to be on top of everything. Thank you for watching this silly Southern woman who's 58 and want to still be 28, 38. I'm good with 38. Let's get started on this building while I still have energy. So I'm going to show you what my eBay building looks like. This is from my desk. This is my desk. I hope there's nothing on it. And this is what the hurricane did. It blew the ceiling down from the inside. It shook the building so hard. So the drywall has come down. But this is the stuff that was my sister-in-law's that needs to be put away. And I just stuck it in the door because I was in a hurry. But that will be gone today. And these are some things that I need to put on eBay, but I'm going to do a little bit of different organization. Put in, there's my shipping station over there. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's just a mess. And this is very organized over here because these are the things I have on. Hey, I collect these little cake pans because now I got grandkids. This little cowboy cake pan is so cute. These are old. Some of them are vintage. A fire truck. I pulled these out just so I can make them for my grandkids. No, I'm not a great decorator, but I did make a Raggedy Ann for my granddaughter, and I'll slip that picture in. And then here's a little Hobby Lobby. I actually have 2 of these. Aren't they cute? I'm talking and not doing. So here, to clean off my desk, I need to pay a few bills. Looking better. My desk is cleaned off. My path is done. Everything is organized. It's an organized eBay office. And my shipping area is ready to go. So things are done. And this stuff over here, which looks like a really big mess, is really very organized and ready to be listed. And some will go back to the thrift stores. It's a lot better. But I've got a couple bills I need to pay. Paying bills, it's not fun. It is such a gorgeous day outside. I'm going in to get me some lunch and take a little break. So I'm in my kitchen. I am going to make me some lunch. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get me out some green beans. This is my little crock pot. I'm just going to throw the green beans in here. These seasoned green beans are so good. I'm gonna get 2 cans. My son and grandson are gonna come eat supper with us tonight, so I'm gonna get these on. They're seasoned already, and they don't really need anything. They taste so good. I am really hungry, and I've got to make me something to eat. I think I'm gonna toast my bread and make me a club sandwich. I buy the Kentucky Legend ham from Sam's. It's just delicious. It's a little thick. Put a little bit of pepper jack cheese and some tomatoes. A little bit of black pepper. Get some lettuce. This looks so good. This is my sandwich. If I had bacon, I would definitely put some bacon. I think I need a little pick-me-up. It really does smell like Starbucks. Thank y'all for coming with me and hanging out with me. It is really making my day better. It is a beautiful fall day here in North Carolina. The leaves are falling. There's a cool breeze in the air. And I feel like making a cake. I'm home alone. It's the afternoon. It's so peaceful and quiet. And I think, what does today feel like? It feels like an autumn spice pound cake kind of day. It's so good, and I am going to bring you along. I love pound cake. It's one of my favorite desserts. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 325 degrees. I'm going to put this in a bunt pan. I'm going to spray this down so it'll be ready to put the cake in. I do use a little bit of Baker's Joy. Saves me some time. My pan is sprayed and my oven is on. I am using cake flour. If you don't have cake flour, you can just for every cup of flour that you use, take out 2 tablespoons of flour and you have cake flour. This calls for 3 cups of sifted cake flour. And the reason we want it sifted is that we want a lighter cake, and even though pound cake is sometimes very heavy, it does seem to lighten it up and it just makes a better cake. So now I'm going to put in 3/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I'm going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It's calling for 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm also going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. We're going to set this aside. Now I'm getting another bowl and we're going to put our wet ingredients in this. We're going to put some butter and brown sugar and regular sugar. So you can't go wrong. 2 cups of granulated sugar. And I'm going to sift it. And then we will need 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. We are not going to sift the brown sugar. We can use light or dark, it doesn't matter. Okay, we have our brown sugar in. Now we are going to put in 1 cup of softened butter. After our butter, we're going to put in 1 cup of sour cream. Don't be scared of adding extra spice in your cake. That's what I do. I love that extra oomph that it gives. And we are going to be putting in 6 eggs. We're going to put each egg in one at a time. Now I'm going to pour it over my dry ingredients. I do put my wet ingredients, I just pour it over my dry ingredients. I just like doing that, and it turns out great. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is what the batter looks like. So now we are going to get it into our cake pan. I'm going to let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes. I just think it makes a better cake. Now I'm going to be washing up my dishes. Baking on Saturday gives your home a special feel, gives your home something warm and inviting. I think I'm going to turn on some classical music while my cake bakes. My cake is in the oven. My dishes are done. Now I'm going to have to decide what kind of sides I'm going to have tonight. I have some leftover green beans. I want to make something really fresh and delicious. So I'm trying to think what would be really good. I have decided to make some flour French fries. And what that is, that's F-L-O-U-R. These are my white potatoes. Okay, I'm going to take them and just kind of go in half. And they're going to look just like that. They're not too thick, not too thin, but they will coat to the flour and they'll be creamy when you bite. Crunchy on the outside, creamy on the inside. So good. So I'll let it cool for a little while before I turn it out. I have decided to make a glaze for my cake. A little bit of maple syrup and some powdered sugar. Really be generous with your spice. I'm going to use a half a cup wildflower maple vanilla bean infused maple syrup. Oh my gosh. This is the best smelling maple syrup. Oh my gosh. I am going to add some cinnamon. I'm going to add probably 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I need to add a little bit more maple syrup. This is just a light drizzle on top of the cake. Put it on a pretty cake plate and have this after dinner tonight. When you put a drizzle on a cake, it's just a little bit. It's not covered. It's just a drizzle. So this is my cake, and I'm fixing to cut it. It has that sugar, the old-fashioned pound cake sugar crust top. Oh my goodness. Does not look dry. Delicious cake. So moist. So now I am going to start on my French fries. I'm going to use the Stanos. It's kind of like a low sodium, 0 calories. So if we're going to fry them, yeah, I don't think it matters. But I love this flavor. And I don't know if I have enough, but I'm going to go ahead and use this. Take about 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use some Crisco. I like Crisco. I don't know if you can see how big it is, but it's pretty big. Waiting for that pan to heat up. I'm just going to cook my fries. A little bit of salt because the Danos did not have any. It is a little bit of work, but they're so good. Spend a lot of money for our food. Let's take a little bit of extra time to prepare it and do things we like. And these fries, they're the talk. When you put these in front of people, they're amazed. The recipes are in the description box. I have enjoyed spending Friday and Saturday with you, and I'll see you next time in my kitchen.